welcome back to Onto Victory. Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0, and that was an exciting game. It's been a long time since I've seen us play in a way where we actually break down the defence and score from open play as well. Martin Zubimendi with 2 goals, Gyökeres with a great finish with an assist from Eze. I say great finish, but it was a tap in. But, you know, it's just, it seems great to me because this is what I've been asking for from Arsenal. Hopefully long gone are the days where, you know, we're just knocking it about the box, you know, not transitioning fast. I mean, the wingers today, they really showed their class, especially Madueke. What a great performance from him. And I'm going to move on to him a bit later. Eze just gave us a better dynamic from what we're used to with Martinelli. You know, he actually beat his man. By the way, he had a very quiet first half. So I want to talk about the goals, man. So, you know, Zubimendi in the 32nd minute hammered in a volley out of from a corner. And just before that, I was thinking, you know, we're in control of the game, not seeing much happen. Is it going to be one of those stalemates where, you know, we can't beat a low block? We're playing all the great balls. We're controlling the midfield, controlling all the play, but can't break down and break the deadlock. But Martin Zubimendi with a thunder of a strike. I mean, I jumped out of my seat when I saw it. But nonetheless, a thunder of a strike. Deflected off 2 defenders on the way in. And the keeper saw it late, but we can't take it away from him. It was a great goal. What I like about that strike was, you know, the calmness and, you know, the technique he used to even spin that ball at that pace. So what a great goal for him. And Gyökeres with the finish straight after half-time. I see him, you know, I literally got back to my seat. I see the ball lofted. I think it was Calafiori to Eze. Eze's just taking it straight, taking it down, cut it back to Gyökeres, and a great finish it was. And then number 3, 79th minute, Zubimendi again, from a cross from Trossard, great header, and I think it came off the defender again, but you can't take nothing away from him today. What a great performance. And, you know, after each goal, I saw the fight come out of Forest, and it was almost like damage limitations then, and the fight, you know, they slowly just, you know, retreated back into their own half and just waited for the final whistle to blow. Zubimendi got a well-deserved man of the match today. You know, showed a lot of leadership in the midfield, composure, and like again, what I always say with him, he seems to just go under the radar, and that's what you want from, you know, a midfielder. I just remember Jordan Henderson at Liverpool always dropped to 7. I mean, he's not the same player now, but back then always dropped to 7 no matter what. And, you know, that took them, you know, close to titles, and they ended up winning the title as well during the COVID season. You know, Gyökeres today's work rate was amazing. Him, you know, up and down the pitch. I see him linking up very well. There was a move also when he hit the post. He did a give and go with Madueke, went onto the right side, and he tried to do like a near post finish, smacked off the post, and, you know, he played very well. And I could see with his fitness and, you know, more time with the boys in training and stuff like that, he's going to, you know, come into his own, get used to this league, and I think he's going to start bagging goals and, you know, shut all the doubters up. Eberechi Eze, I can't say, you know, nothing bad about the guy. We all wanted him to start over Martinelli today, and, you know, the manager went with him, and, you know, he's given the manager a big decision to make. I think he didn't play Martinelli today because he's come back from international break in South America, and he's, you know, at least he's got the option to rest him. But I don't see why there's any reason why Martinelli should come back in this squad. And this isn't about Martinelli, it's about Eberechi Eze. You know, he had a great debut, you know, today, especially in that second half. You know, the you know, beating his man, you know, getting the assist. What a debut in front of the Emirates crowd. And there's going to be more to come from this amazing player. And Madueke today showed a lot of directness with his pace, you know, always looking to beat his man, whether it was Morato or Nico Williams, none of them could handle him. You know, if Zubimendi didn't get that brace and, you know, didn't, you know, play the way he did, he would definitely be the man of the match for me. A lot of people are discussing whether, you know, Madueke should replace Bukayo Saka, you know, because of his 2 performances for England and, you know, this whole notion that he could be better for Arsenal. You know, they're 2 different types of players, you know, and what I like about this conversation, not saying I agree with it, is that we're not used to having such great squad depth, especially on the wings, especially backing up Bukayo Saka. We don't even really miss him at the moment. But it's good because when Saka comes back, he's going to have to probably fight for his place. I wouldn't just give him back his place in the squad just because you're Bukayo Saka. And this is what title-winning teams do. I've seen Manchester City do it. I've seen Chelsea of old do it. They've always got a number of great players in positions who can come in and push each other to, win it all, essentially. Do you know what I'm saying? And I mean, Mosquera again, another great performance for him. So calm, composed, good with his feet. I would say he does stand on the ball a bit too long. I don't know if that's a tactic of his to, force the press so he can open up space, but, very calm. Odegaard, he looked quite sharp at the beginning. He was doing what he does. But, he's got another injury on that shoulder. He fell on it early on in the game. But then Ethan Nwaneri came on and showed his class. And I'm not going to lie, when Ethan Nwaneri came on, he's starting to play with a bit more of a maturity about him. I would like to see a bit more of him in the 10 role. And, once again, I wasn't worried about him coming to step in for Odegaard. This game was all about control, dominance. I mean, from the off, as soon as Nottingham Forest kicked off, we were pressing high, forcing them into errors. We had a balanced attack. The wide players stretched the pitch. We controlled the tempo. And also there was a lot of great parts of, transitional play. I like to see that, just long balls and just, clinical. Is that even a word? Clinical passing? I don't know. Ange Postecoglou, I mean, he didn't have much time to work with his team. They came out, they tried to press early, but it faded away. And they struggled with Arsenal's speed and sharpness. And I can't really blame him. He ain't really had much time to work with this squad. It was pretty much a Nuno Espirito Santo squad. And he's just here to pick up the pieces. It's just, it's a shame that, well, not for him because I don't really care about him, but, it's just a bit unlucky for him that he had to face against, an Arsenal, a ready Arsenal, a title challenging Arsenal at this moment in time, especially after coming off 2 losses. Now it's his 3rd loss. Nottingham Forest have got a lot of work to do. They'll need time to click. A lot of things have to do, maybe even a transfer window or 2. I don't care. Sorry, mate, but it is what it is. They just need time in it. And that was the end of the game. Arsenal on top of the league. We move on to Athletic Bilbao on Tuesday, and then on to Sunday or Saturday. I need to get the dates right, where we face Manchester City, where I'm confident we will get a good result in both of those games. We've got a good squad depth to rotate. We've got a good squad to rotate with now. So Tuesday, I can expect to see, Mosquera again, Nwaneri, maybe even Kepa rotate for those games. Saliba, Rice, I think they've been rested for the game against Man City. And I just hope we don't pay them too much respect on Sunday. But we will see. Who knows with this manager? So 3-0 to the Arsenal. Zubamendi, Gyökeres, Eze assist. Great day to be an Arsenal fan. Let me know in the comments below how you felt about the game. And I've been XB, and this is On to Victory. Come on, you Gunners. Rah, rah, rah.